Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pierre-Olivier, and in this video, I'm going to be presenting to you the first activity of my activity booklet. And as you can see, it's going to be aimed for grade 1. The title of this activity will be Months of the Year. I try to keep it as simple as possible, as I'll be dealing with students aged from 6 to 7 years old. The reference, I want to say that I have created this activity by myself. However, you could say more or less that I was inspired by my subbing experiences, as well as memories that I have of my childhood, as to how teachers back then used to teach me uh, the theme that we'll be exploring shortly. There's also the Singing Walrus, a channel that can be found on YouTube, and we'll be from this channel listening to a song entitled Months of the Year. Now, the length of the activity will be 20 to 30 minutes. This also depends on the group, as your group can be energetic or it can be very down to earth, non wanting to participate at all, or it could also be a very difficult group or a bigger group than usual. The appropriate cycle and grade. So this activity is appropriate for cycle 1, precisely grade 1. However, it can also be adapted for grade 2. As I've seen in my supply teaching experience, um, grade 1 and grade 2 are often groups that are merged together uh, because maybe I think that there aren't enough students in grade 2, or same can be said for the fact that there aren't enough students in grade 1, and therefore the school chooses to merge both classes together into forming one simple group. Now, the purpose of this activity, according to the QEP, students are easily distracted and need constant support and encouragement from their teacher. So, with the following activity, the teacher will have to participate, and thus, by participating, students will be distracted by the teacher, but the teacher will be learning and teaching the material with the students, and therefore they will have constant support and encouragement because they'll see that the teacher is fully integrating them within his or her lesson. C1, to act on understanding of text. Um, as said in the QEP, students are predisposed towards learning songs, rhymes, and stories, and thus with the following activity, I have chosen to go ahead with a song. And while learning the months of the year, a visual support will be provided, mainly flashcards and the um, objects that will be present in the class. And in the QEP, it says that the visual support is key as it helps to convey meaning. According to the POL, regarding the contextual language, we will be focusing on language related to songs. And regarding the functional language, we will be looking at theme related uh, topics such as months. Well, in this case, it's going to be months. The contextual and functional language targeted. So there will be a list provided probably by the teacher of the months of the year, so January, February, March, etc. Then we will go through uh, the different holidays that are within the year and within every month, so Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, etc. And finally, we will be looking at the different ways of pronouncing birthdays and their dates, the numbers, the calendars, the years in which they were born, etc. The material needed and how the classroom will be set up. The substitute teacher will be provided with pre-printed and laminated flashcards of the months. And there will also be in the classroom, hanging on the wall or door, a calendar, pocket chart calendar, where the teacher can modify the dates the month, the year, and in the order which the week is presented. So whether it is a Monday to Sunday or Sunday to Saturday, etc. There will also be laminated birthday cakes provided, as well as laminated holiday post-its. And with those birthday cakes, the substitute teacher or the teacher will ask the students once exploring finished while exploring different months what is their students' birthdays. In most cases, the teacher will already have a list of the birth, birthday dates of his or her students, but I think it is very essential for the student to be integrated in the process of, you know, having their birthdays put up on the wall, and it also helps the teacher interact with their students and maybe get to know them a bit more. Uh, I remember in my childhood that it was something that we did practically every year at the beginning of the year mostly, but it's also something like very memorable, and it's a good souvenir, I guess, a good memory of our childhood. Now the procedure, the teacher, substitute teacher, will be as usual welcoming in the students. He or she will write and ask what is today's date on the board. Students, if, whether or not it is the first day of the year or mid-year, will be or not able to answer to the question. The hook before starting the activity should be asking the students what a calendar is, and if students actually are able to respond, then you can move on and ask them to point like, oh, where in the classroom is there a calendar, and how can I use it, etc. Uh, Finally, the teacher will be lining up on the board the laminated month, and he or she will have to read and ask the students to repeat after them for each month. And after each month is asked, and this is where you ask the birthdays, I believe that you should mention after each month uh, the holidays that are present, and then therefore putting up these stickers with them. This is once more an activity that integrates the students in in your lesson, but also having them repeat after you uh, helps them progress in their C2, which is to interact orally in English. No, they won't be providing or formulating their own sentences, but they will be actually practicing the way they pronounce their month and so on, as well as holidays. Now closure. This is where the song comes in handy. The teacher will proceed to listening to the month of the year song, which can be found on YouTube. Now, before I show you, I just want to mention, and this is why I have it in bold letters, that the teacher should ask them to first listen to the song, and then they should, ask the students to sing it with the teacher. If they sing it alongside the teacher, they will have confidence. They will not feel childish, because students really at this point in their time, in their age, at their age, sorry, um, feel the need to be considered um, grown up. And so having them sing with you will just prove at how much this song is very necessary for their education. In the song, well, since it lasts about 4 minutes, this will either depend on the time you have left in the classroom. If you have enough time, you can listen to the song twice. If there's not enough time, then you can follow the instructions that are given by the crab in the song. The crab sort of acts as the teacher he tells the students, well, the audience, how to sing along, in which tone of voice they should sing, how they should sing, etc. And I mentioned this before we listened to it because at one point they changed the speed. They asked the audience to sing slowly, to sing loud, to sing as they were whispering, as they are whispering, and to sing in a really quick way. So what's interesting about this song is that it's found on YouTube. It's very easy to access, and I feel like it's very fundamental for the students.
Hi, kids. Do you know the months of the year? Here's a song to help you remember all 12 months. Mother Hen is going to sing it for us.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
And then they continue by repeating. The beat is very slow. Students are also introduced to the original accent in which the words are pronounced. Therefore, they are able to decipher more clearly than if, for example, the teacher is like me from Quebec and has a strong Quebec accent. And as I mentioned later on in the song, the crab provides a new way of, mentions of a new way to sing the song.
Now, let's sing along with Mother Hen. Here we
Okay, this is where they start to sing along, and at one point they say, "Oh, okay, can you say it very slowly or loudly?"
Great job. Now, let's sing it quietly.
Quietly, that's what I
January,
meant.
February, March, April, May, June, July.
And so on, they just go repeating the same song over and over, and I think at their age that repetition and the pronunciation and enunciation of these words are crucial to their understanding of these new words. So this concludes the video for my activity. If there are any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I will be glad to answer to any of them. Thank you. Have a nice day.